Nick Ilkins just come back from the London Stadium virtually. It was West Ham 3, Leicester 2. Matt, I think they're determined to give us heart attacks, mate. But what 3 points that is.
Well, you know what, mate? I bought one of these oxygen pulse meters for COVID, and by the 70th minute, it was like I was doing like cardio, mate. Look at my heart rate, 111. I mean, my normal resting pulse is 60 something.
I think I might get one of them for the last few games for the watch along because of, I'll tell you.
Start scaring yourself, mate. I mean, what is it? 3-3, 3-2, 3-2. I mean, can we cope with another 7 games like this? I mean,
listen, they said the last 7 were going to be like cup finals, Matt, and that really was. Again, the last few have been really like cup finals. But the more we go, the more we'll just start believing. We've got to listen. We've got a chance to go 3rd next week with a win.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, mate. I mean, this was really for me a litmus test today, because if we remember back, mate, to the first 2 games of the season, Newcastle, Arsenal, and then the first Leicester game, I think, was the game that actually gave us a bit of hope, wasn't it? Because we went there, we beat them 3-0, and we played well. We played well, and this was another game. If you take out all the rest of the teams, but I mean, it was today and the Chelsea game, I think, are going to be our big games. And right now, mate, it's not only giving us the chance of 4th, but it's also giving us the chance of 3rd. It's massive. It's absolutely massive.
How big was this game today, Matt? Going into this game, I mean, not a lot of people have written us off, and are just probably protecting themselves from trying to hope too much, but thinking, this is where it's going to start to fall down. But we've got through this test, and there's 1 or 2 big more tests this season, and then we've got games that, listen, no game in the Premier League is an easy game.
No.
But they're winnable games.
Yeah.
They're winnable games.
I think it's right, mate. I think you're like you're saying, I think we're trying to protect ourselves. And obviously the pundits apart. But I mean, I don't listen to the pundits' opinions about West Ham because normally it's an absolute, whatever. Yeah. But I think we're still in that mode of waiting for the wheels to fall off. And it's not, mate, because we're a bloody good team. We really are a bloody good team, mate. Because if you think about it, I mean, second half, we're not going to start talking about the second halves right now because we come out as a completely different team and a team that we don't even recognize in some moments of the game, but if you think about it, mate, we have gone 3 consecutive games 3 up comfortably. And it's only due to VAR offsides that we haven't gone 4 up in all of them. I mean, we could be sitting here in a parallel universe, mate. Would have won these last 3 games 4-1, 4-0, etc., etc. You know what I mean? I mean, we've made life difficult for ourselves, but we've done that. I mean, look at Leicester in the first half, mate. They were at 6s and 7s defensively. They were all over the show. Thanks to us, not because they're not a good team. Because you're not a good team. Don't sit at 3rd place if you're not a good team. And that's what we've got, mate. I mean, if you look, Lingard. I mean, what can we? I can't wax lyrical more about Lingard. I mean, it's a hell of a guy. I mean, keeping hold of him is whatever. But I mean, look at Bowen. I mean, I've been a critic of Bowen, about the quality final product. But like we've talked about so many times, this culture of excellence, everybody is stepping up their game.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. I mean, from Fornals, from Bowen. I mean, we're so close. You can almost smell the Champions League.
I mean, the thing is with it, Matt, and I think what's more important, we're speaking Champions League and all of this sort of stuff, but every win we get now, especially against the teams around us, is a step towards European competition in some form.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
Yeah, massively, mate. I mean, we'll take it's not like we don't want Champions League, but right now, we're in the stage that we'll take whatever. And I mean, God, I mean, even though it was 3-2 today, I mean, you've got to highlight the defensive performance. I mean, okay, a couple of errors there at the back, but defensively, mate, I mean, people like Dawson that have had a couple of subpar games compared to the level that he's at, not saying he's played badly. Today, again, was immense, Dawson back on it. Diop seems to be growing game by game, I mean, alongside Dawson, alongside a calm head. Even Balbuena coming on. I mean, Christ, Balbuena, lack of match practice all over the show, you know, getting in. I mean, that last one that, you know, got in the right position, what, like 95th minute, just to spang it out into the stands. I mean, Suchek, immense today as well, mate. I mean, I don't think there wasn't a first header that he didn't win, from a cross, from a corner. I mean, interceptions, and even though, I mean, he's the elephant in the room, but Mark Noble, I mean, absolutely wonderful game. I mean, that block that he put on in Tillemans, I mean, that he unfortunately crocked himself. But I mean, that was a Mark Noble going back to like a 2010, you know, that was a young, fresh Mark Noble, you know. And I think it's just one of those things that you can just see how badly they want it. You know what I mean?
Are we going to do it, Matt? Final question. Are we going to do it? Are
European
we going to do it?
competition. European
Are we going to get into the
competition.
Champions League?
Yes.
No, go abroad. Are we going to get into the
Champions League? You know what, mate? Fuck it. Yes. Why not? You know, we've got nothing to say no, because we're West Ham, we're fucking massive, and we're on form. So
I love
mean,
it.
let's go for
I
it.
love it. Thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Take care,
Thank
mate.
you.